guys, I'm back. I'm Bhairavi along with the head chef of Rang Mahal by Atul Kochar. That's Chef Amrish.
Hello, Bhairavi.
So let's do it then.
Perfect. So, Bhairavi, today what we have got, we'll not be making sarson ka saag because now we are entering the summer season.
Right.
So, just respecting the nature, we have, we'll be making the saag Punjabi style, but it will be with some spinach and some coriander leaves.
Awesome, awesome.
So, I have here some spinach leaves which I have blanched along with some coriander leaves. I'll just coarsely blend it in a blender.
All right.
And before that, we can start with the masala. So, let me put my flame on. So, to start with, I'll put some cumin seeds.
So we're putting about 2 spoons?
Yeah, approximately like 2.5.
Okay, 2.5 spoons of cumin.
Yeah. Followed by, I will put some chopped onion. And it's like a normal onion tomato masala that our
Right.
mothers make at home. Something which is very simple.
The base of a lot of our dishes, basically.
And especially to mention, the base of all our Punjabi cooking is onion and tomato. Now you can see that onions are translucent at this stage.
Right.
So we will add some chopped garlic.
Okay.
This is approximately 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of chopped garlic.
And you can feel the fresh flavor of garlic is coming now.
The aroma.
Yeah. So now Bhairavi, now the onions are almost caramelized. Right. So they are not like golden brown in color. They are just a stage above translucent stage, which is just caramelized. Now at this stage, we will add some tomatoes. Again, we'll go with some chopped tomatoes.
There you go.
So it's very, very important. You should understand what is the ratio of onion and tomatoes when you're using or when you're making the basic onion tomato masala or any dish in Indian food, especially when we talk about Punjabi food.
Right.
So
what is the ratio?
So here in my kitchen, I follow 1:2. Okay. If we have got 1 kg of onions, I use 2 kg of tomatoes.
Okay. So the ratio that we go with is 1:2.
Here we go with some tomatoes.
All right.
Now at this stage also we can add some salt because that will enhance the cooking.
Right.
Here we go with some salt. And now we will allow our onion tomato masala to cook.
Right.
Now Bhairavi, we can see the tomatoes has released the water, and at this stage we can add some of the powdered spices, preferably some coriander powder, some chili and some turmeric powder. Here we go with some coriander powder. I have added approximately like 3. Then I will add 2 spoons of chili powder, which is again Kashmiri chili powder.
Right, Kashmiri chili powder. Okay.
And I will go with some turmeric powder. Approximately again 1.5 to 2 spoons. Okay. Now in the meantime, our onion tomatoes are getting cooked. I have got some spinach. We'll blend this spinach coarsely in the blender.
Yeah, let me
Just
help
help
you.
me out in this, yeah?
Yeah, sure. So I just have to put it in
the bowl.
Right. All right. There it is.
Yeah. So now our onion tomato masala is ready. So we'll add the coarsely blended spinach and coriander paste to the onion tomato masala.
All right.
And we'll mix it. We'll keep our saag on the slow flame to cook. In the meantime, what we will do, we'll heat another pan and we will add some, or we'll roast some gram flour and we'll put some
gram flour,
which is the besan.
Right.
We will add some besan flour. Now you can see the flour is almost ready and you can have the toasted flavor of the flour is coming out.
Yeah.
So what we will do now, we will add this to the saag. And we'll continue the cooking.
So this also gets the texture going.
Yes, yes. Now in between, if you want to add some water, you can add some water. Okay. But if you don't think it, it's fine. So for the missi roti, what we will do, you can pass me a small bowl from there.
All right, here it is.
We'll add some flour. I have got some besan flour again. I'll take maybe 1 bowl. Then I will add some normal wheat flour.
So is there a ratio you follow here as well?
I follow 60-40 ratio.
Okay.
60% of your besan and 40% of your wheat flour.
Okay.
I will put some garam masala, turmeric. Then I will add some chopped ginger, little amount of chopped ginger,
Okay.
and I will add some toasted cumin seed powder, just half a spoon, and my favorite ingredient, which is kasuri methi.
Oh, of course, it has to be kasuri methi.
Here we go, some kasuri methi and some fresh coriander leaves. Here we go with some salt,
All right.
and I want to add some ajwain also.
Okay. So is this for the digestion or
Yes,
you just
yes.
Okay.
And now you can add some water.
All right.
Perfect. And here our dough is ready. So we'll rest the dough for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
So Bhairavi, as you mentioned that you have worked with the dough at home, so I want to check your skills. So you have to roll this dough for me.
Okay.
And
The
then
whole
we'll-
thing?
Yes.
Okay. Not in different parts?
No.
All right.
You're gonna apply some
All
flour.
eyes on me.
Here we go.
Now you see, I'm brilliant at doing these things, but it's only because I think aata theek nahi bana.
Let me show you now. Let me show you now.
Please, this is your department entirely.
So here we go. We'll add some more salt here, some more flour here. So now what we'll do, we'll cut it with a cutting mold. I'll just take my baking tray, cutting mold and the mold out,
Okay.
and you can cut this for me.
Well, let's hope so. Okay. So how many do we need?
We need 3.
3.
Yeah.
There's 1.
Here we go with 1, 2,
There's 2.
yeah,
And there's 3.
3.
Okay.
We'll align them in the mold. This is basically our missi roti tart.
Oh.
So what we'll do, we'll put some, I have got some black lentils here. So I'll put some black lentils in this. So we call it, in a technical language, we call it blind baking.
Okay.
So what will happen, it will prevent the tart from getting burned, and at the same time, it will get cooked with the temperature of the beans and in the oven. And in the meantime, the tarts are getting baked in the oven. What we will do, we will finish our saag. Here we go. And let's check the saag.
So it's almost done,
Almost done, but we are missing one ingredient.
which is
Paneer.
oh, let's bring it. There you go. Put all the paneer you can.
Okay. Here we go with some paneer.
Okay.
I'll mix it nicely. Now at this stage, we will add flavor,
Okay.
because flavor is something which is very instant and very at the moment.
Okay.
So we will add some fenugreek leaves, and I will add some toasted cumin powder,
All right. So that's about 1 spoon.
1 spoon,
Okay.
and I want to add one more ingredient,
Which is
which is
butter.
not butter. Here I have got crushed fennel seeds,
Okay.
and this is something, one of the favorite saag or favorite dish of the Indians who are vegetarian and dining with us at Rang Mahal.
Absolutely.
Here we go with some crushed fennel seeds, some chopped coriander, some chopped ginger, and not to forget desi ghee.
Desi ghee, the key ingredient.
The key ingredient of the saag. And here our saag is ready along with some paneer. Let us check our tarts now.
All right.
We have baked the tarts at 180 degrees centigrade.
For about 4 to 5 minutes?
4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
And let me transfer the mold here.
All right.
So basically, this is something what I was sharing with you. Now you can see the tart is perfectly baked, nicely baked, and it's not burnt. Here we go. Here we go, the next tart. And I'll just clear this.
Awesome. These are actually really cute.
We will do the plating of our sarson ka saag.
All right.
Or saag paneer. I'll put one piece of paneer first.
Okay.
Then I will add some saag on top of it.
And I think, you know, when you actually first look at such dishes, you tend to get intimidated. And I'm sure people who've eaten at Rang Mahal would probably think, how many hours would actually go behind putting something like this? But, well, Chef Amrish has showed you how quickly you can actually prepare this at your home. So there it is.
Now we'll get a plate.
Okay.
Just give a Rang Mahal touch to it. Here we go with some tarts. Then I'll put some micro coriander leaves.
Okay.
And maybe if you want to add some radish, because radish is again very winter. When you have radish, you feel it gives a very wintry feel.
Yeah. And that's pickled radish.
It's a fresh, like sliced radish here.
Okay.
Then I'll get some more microgreens from here.
Okay.
Here I've got some arugula. And here we go.
And there we are. So it's basically, we've got our salad, right?
Yes.
I'm going to call it salad just so that, you know, we're not
Healthy
guilty.
salad.
Healthy salad. And our, what would you call this?
Like we call it baked missi roti tart with some saag paneer.
So it's the baked missi roti tart with some saag paneer.